Hello everyone, welcome to Yerpedia Education. So today in this video, I'm going to interact with Mr. Omkar, who is currently selected in HAL. So these kind of interaction will be very useful and handy for all those competitive pool of applicants who are preparing for the government job or PSU job. I understand in India it's very difficult to get the government job. There is a lot of competition, vacancies are very less. So to stay motivated, these kind of stories and journey will enhance your motivation level and they pump you to prepare in the more elaborative way. So Omkar, first of all, congratulations to you and your family on the behalf of the student community and your PD education. So you're selected in HCL. It's a dream job for each graduate there if you get opportunity to start the career with HCL, right?
Yeah, right. Thank you.
Okay, Omkar, before we proceed ahead, can you tell about your journey in brief so that student can relate with you that what was your ground background, when did you graduated, what is your qualification, and you are selected in HR as a design trainee or management trainee. Please go ahead.
Yeah, surely. So I am Omkar Ratingan and I'm from VJTI Mumbai and I am just currently graduated in 2023 and this was my first attempt to any of the PSU and my background is electronics. That is, I'm an electronics engineering. So I have applied in HL for design trainee post and in from EC. And as you know, already I have done graduation in electronics, so I have some background of that. So I didn't prepare much for the written exam. The written exam is quite simple. So you can just prepare whatever you did in your graduation and little
Right,
bit of more things like they are in a GATE and also in ESE. So you can
right, right,
prepare those things. And then, yes, that's it. I mean, for their MCQ exam, it's not that difficult because, I mean, for HL, they have I mean, a criteria of 150 questions. And from
okay,
150 questions for open, they have a around cutoff is around 105 marks, and for
okay,
OBC, it's around 100 marks. So they do
okay,
not want you to prepare over. They just want to know you about the things that you know the things and what are the basic things. And they will not ask you about many like numericals in GATE. Key there are multiple select questions or there are various other types of things. Key some advanced questions. They want you to just see key,
So
you
I
know
can
basic
conclude
things.
that it's kind of a placement paper which happen in the college, but
Yeah,
technical,
right.
right? Not at
Yes,
very
yes.
high level, right? Okay.
Yes, right.
So Omkar, you are graduated in 2023, right?
Yes, right now. Right.
So didn't you get any campus placement from the college or university?
Yes. I have got that also.
Okay, so why you didn't join that? What was the reason behind? You were interested into PSU only, or you have some other plans?
No, actually, I have joined a placement, but
Okay,
as I am from electronics background, so I wanted to work in some complex situations. Like,
okay,
in HL, you will get a lot of opportunities to work in complex and mostly
right,
advanced cutting
right,
technologies. In
right,
corporate, you
right,
will
right,
not get that opportunity.
right,
That's why
right,
I
right.
wanted to join this.
Okay, so how it feels that in very first, immediately after graduating, you got this kind of prestigious organization to work with. It's dream of many students, and even not even 1% student are in position to fulfill it, right?
Yeah, right. It's, I mean, really, I mean, good experience, and mainly because it was first time now, so I interacted with many people. Like at the time of interview, also, so they are preparing from 4 to 5 years, and they're
Right,
also
right,
working in some other organizations.
right, right,
So yeah, but what I saw in that key, they are sometimes they are preparing for many PSUs now. So you got
right, right,
sometimes confused.
right, right,
Is this syllabus is there or not? And sometimes you waste your time in preparing those syllabuses, which are
right,
not
right.
in this thing, but it is in some other exam. So it's
Okay,
better to,
Omkar, and tell me one thing that what was your interview experience? How many people were there? Till how much duration it goes? What question they asked from you? Can you tell in brief?
yeah, surely. So for this time, I mean, I don't know about the past HL interviews, but for this time, as we all know, HL is in a phase of expansion. So they are not considering you like it is not a rejection process. It is a selection process because in some other exams like ESC or even UPSC, we say it is a rejection process. They
Right,
just
right,
want some reason for you to reject things. But in HL, it is a selection process. They just want to know why should they recruit you. So right now in interview, my interview was just for I think only 10 minutes, 10 to 20
okay,
minutes. I mean, for
okay,
other people, interview was only for some 6 to 7 minutes, but mine
okay,
was for around 15 minutes, you can say. And you will get a panel of 5 people. where one is
Okay.
chairperson and others are from various departments. Like one was from finance, then one is from
Right.
HR, and others from technical ways. So
Right.
in
Right.
so first of all, they will like ask you to introduce yourself. So that is, a kind of everyone knows that कि सब भी याद करके जाते हैं. So that's not a question. So from that they will ask ki, if you are a working person, then where are you working? And if you are working in some organization, like for example, now I am working in IT, so it's not related to me. But if you are working in some core thing, then they will go in that thing. Ki where are you working? Then what is your job profile?
Right,
Then
right.
what do you do?
They
And
will
in
be
that thing.
inquisitive to know what skill you are learning there, right?
Yes, right.
Because how that can be useful for the HAL. They want
Yeah,
to know
right.
that, right?
Yes. But then for me, they asked me ki, what are your favorite subjects? Because as they also know ki I'm just graduated, so I don't know about anything in corporate thing. So they ask ki, which are your favorite subjects? And then they will start from favorite subject, anything. I mean, for me, I told EMFT and analog electronics. So chairperson was much more known about EMFT. So it started from EMF and then from antenna and basic Maxwell equations and all those things. So he asked me
Okay.
that. And initially, after giving answers, he thought ki I know things in very depth. So he
Okay.
started to ask me in-depth questions. But then I told him ki sir, as I'm just graduated and I'm a BTech student only, so I don't know about these things. But whatever I knew, I already told him. Then they
Okay.
go towards like they saw my experience. My experience is most of the times it is in microcontrollers and transducer.
Okay.
So the one person started to asking me about digital thing. Ki, tell me about microprocessor. What are
Okay.
the
So
basic elements?
according to you, if you
Hmm.
don't know the answer, is it wise to tell, sir, I don't know, sorry, I don't know?
Yes, yes,
Or
yes. It's better. I mean, not always, but if it's related to you, or it's basic thing now, then you must tell ki, okay, sir, let me try. I don't know the answer, but I will try. And you can correct me.
okay,
And they will,
the technical question they asked you, they were in depth or just preliminary question? Can you tell me one
no,
and two
they
question?
will start from basic things. That means, for example, they asked me ki in Maxwell's equation, you know that Gauss law. So Gauss law is derived from which Maxwell equation? So it is first Maxwell equation. So they will start
Right.
from very basic, and if you
Okay.
know, then they will gradually
They
go on
will
in
enter
depth.
into the channel or depth, right?
Yeah, right. But if only if you know, if you tell them this, sir, I know only these things. Now I am done, so they will not go into depth.
So
They
you
will
mean
go
to
to
say
some
they
other.
ask you mostly from the analog electronics and coming EMFT, right?
Not analog electronics. They then went on by looking at my resume. They went on to these things, digital things like
Okay,
microprocessor and all those things.
right, right. In that,
And then
what kind
again
of
HR
question they
things.
ask?
Okay, so if you, as I said, EMFT, they'll start from basic, just Gauss law, these things. Then now at that time, I played a trick that I have done antenna in depth because in my last year I had an this thing subject of 4G and 5G and all those things. So for that,
Okay,
then I told him, ki, sir, we can use it Gauss law. So if we add time parameter there, then we can go into antenna and we can use it in this thing, what communication and all. So I mean, I tricked the game key now go towards antenna. So then they started to ask about antenna. Ki, what do you know about antenna? What is its application? And then what are
okay.
Maxwell
Omkar,
equations?
tell me total how many question you were in not in position to answer.
I think only two questions. I mean, in one question, I just got a little bit of wrong. I mean, they asked me some parameter. Is it a vector or scalar? So there
Okay,
I
so
made a mistake.
were you getting that sense that how your interview is going? Were you evaluating your performance?
Yes,
Did they
yes,
put
yes.
any remark on you?
Not remark, but you get that idea from their face. Ki, how is it going, and are they interested? I mean, if you are giving answer, then obviously they are interested. And if
Right,
they
right.
are asking questions, that means yes, they are interested in you. Because in the end, that one lady asked me, ki, if we select you, then where will you work? I mean, which kind of thing you will like to work? So at that time, I tell ki I would like to work on interfacing part where hardware and software both are going to interface. So at
Right,
that
right.
time, I got an idea ki yes, there is something going on in their mind.
Okay, so fine, Omkar. It's a great news that you got the opportunity to start your career with the prestigious PSUs, and directly or indirectly, you will be contributing to the growth of nation or Indian defense. Advice is for those students. See, there are many students who believe that with final year, it's very difficult to prepare the PSUs. So you have done it. So can you tell me
Yes.
how they can channelize the preparation, both campus placement, college semester, and PSUs exam also? Can you brief on this?
Yeah, surely. See, if you're in last year, then obviously you are preparing for your placement at least from third year. So
Right,
it's
right,
now
right.
your choice where you want to work. I mean, there are opportunities in IT also, and there are opportunities in your core branches also. So my first preference was obviously core electronics, and I prepared for
Okay,
that. So
okay.
and if you know, if you are in college, then obviously 2 3 companies will come where main their focus is on analog electronics, obviously
Right,
because
right, right.
electronics. So prepare that thing well. And then obviously the aptitude thing and general knowledge, you have to keep that, because in interview they generally ask about general things like what are the relevant things which you actually saw in newspaper, or what are the advancements in this field. So you should know these things. And obviously
Right,
if
right,
we prepare for it properly na, then you will get you I mean that preparation will work you in all other PSUs also.
right, right, right. So, Omkar, finally, we are concluding. We are congratulating you on the behalf of student community and your PD education. It's just the start of the corporate career. There are a lot of things still to achieve ahead. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
right.
sure with the dynamic personality like you had, what I feel in the conversation, you will do something good really for the nation. All the best, right?
Yes, surely. Thank you.
Okay, 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 okay.